Welcome back, welcome back. Now, it's hard for me to stay on track sometimes, but still talk about the exact point. Because there's so many answers that go into proving why you're right. A lot of people don't like to hear, oh, this is really this, and I want somebody to prove things to me. Now, like I was saying about the income of $50,000, majority of people are average 80% or more, and we don't make a lot of money. So that would mean just to live better than we already are, we have to get another job. Which there are not a lot of jobs out here. Like Corona is bye bye. It's I don't know, but all I know is when it was heavy, I seen wanted signs everywhere. They're all gone. So that means those jobs are taken, and getting a second job is not the hardest thing in the world. But it's all about what are you going to take? Most people have pride and say, I'm not going to do this, and then how much you going to pay me? Because you're going to have to work hard for those scraps. So we're all facing the reality of we're going to be broke forever. Now, how are we going to deal with this? Now, some of us are going to stay individual and stay in our dream world of drugs and false reality until we're old, and then we'll be bitter people that tell other people to live the way we did so we're not alone. Or we're going to be like other people and settle down and realize, like, wait up, is life really all about this magical relationship thing? Or is it about making sure when I'm older, I'm taken care of, at least in little ways I can live the way I'm living now? Maybe not in a benzo and all this, but I can have rent paid, food to eat. I can choose more than one thing to eat. See, people are so privileged, and society's so vast now that you don't realize that people only ate one thing every day for their whole life. There was no fucking choice back in the days. That's anyway. If 80% of broke people are screwed in this way, and we need each other so we can retire, or work your good job for your 20 years, and then whatever, you retire off your job and you live in low income place and you hate it, and whatever. That's what most people would do. And what other people don't realize, though, is you can literally like I keep saying, team up with people, for one, or as women and men that don't like doing that, you can have families. And two people with two average jobs, that's $100,000. But the reality of it is, to get to $1.8 million for one person to retire, that means you need more, because it's two of you, unless you can share that money and, pay bills, eat. As long as the bills and pay, you can eat, and you make a little money on the side from doing whatever, then you can do things. But you're still at the minimum. Now, all of us broke people, we're not going to make $1 million because we can't make enough money to pay our rent and live. So to get that, you have to save everything. You have to pay half your rent because half your check goes on your rent. And then all that party money, all that spending money on food, you can't spend any of it. You can't spend any of it. And you have to save it for 20 years, 10 years. No, you can't live without eating, right? So this is why this is the way it is. Now, like I said, if women out there can understand what I'm saying and get with a man that can see things like this and have a plan. I don't have the greatest plan. I go by the numbers game, and I go by, all right, I'm stuck in this situation. How can I make it better with people in this situation by sticking together? Now, if I'm one man, I'm only using myself as an example, not saying this is going to be me. Like I said, there are better men, smarter men than me that are out here with decent jobs, and they got better plans. They just ain't got no girl and the other girl to, get it really rocking. Now, what I mean by really rocking is, if you're the only two average people make $100,000, and that means you get to eat off one person's plate and they gotta feed and pay rent, and the other person gotta save all their money and never spend none of their money, and you gotta keep saving their $50,000. Who's doing this? No one's living like this. No one. They don't teach you to live like this. We are just living. So this is what the point of grouping up. If I'm a man and I bring in another woman, because I ain't bringing in no other man, let's be fucking realistic. Let's be realistic here, ladies. When I bring this other woman, you think she's going to be a bum? No, she has to meet the standards of what you and I have. She has to understand what we're doing and that she's giving her money up to this. This ain't about who gets the prize, man. And no, this is about we're going to retire and we're going to live better than other people. We're going to eat. While it's a depression, we're not going to feel it. Everyone else is. Everyone else will suffer because they're by themselves. So when I bring this other woman, now it's $150,000. Now you can actually start saving $50,000 to $60,000 to $70,000 a year. Because the other person coming in, you two are already paying for food and rent. So what the fuck is their money going towards? Food and rent? Oh, let's spend money on clothes and cars and upgrade. No. Save the money. Now y'all start saving y'all money. Y'all start thinking of different ideas where you can get more money and whatever. And now you just have a solid beginning. Now I don't want to be a greedy man and add in a fourth woman to make it $200,000 a year. And then everybody, you know, now we got people, now you can upgrade. But who wants to be greedy? No one's King Solomon. No, I'm not. I could barely deal with one woman, so dealing with two has got to be, I've been through it 3. It wasn't really a headache, but it was tiring. Like to see and talk to someone and then go talk to them and then dealing with all these different personalities. Pardon me. Yeah, I had to go clock into work real quick. Got to get ready. But anyway, more than one person, more than one income. Now there'll be 3 of you because you're average, you only make so much money. Now you can actually save money and begin to do things. Now you don't have to just, know that every time you go out to eat, you're spending your fucking retirement money. It's literally that simple. And a lot of people don't get it. Not everybody's gonna be rich, period. Not everybody's going to eat lobster and shrimp every day. And you can, if you save your money for when you're older, you can have nice things. Now, I understand we want to live good now. We want to, you want to experience the world. You listen to a guy that never had a chance to do this. I got to experience the world broke. That's why I understand about family. That's why I know it's so important to save your money and grind hard. Even if you don't have a retirement plan, your ass gonna work or you're gonna die in these streets. If I remained like my old self, I would have let people defeat me. I would have stayed an alcoholic. I would have stayed on other drugs, doing these drugs with my friends and all that. But I said no. I'm not gonna be a fucking broken man and on drugs and have a baby with somebody and have all these other problems when I've already seen all the older people where I grew up and all these other places all talking about the same shit. If I only knew then what I know now, I would have this and that and this. So I tried to do that and I got stopped at every turn. Always getting fucking double-crossed by somebody or like the job or, you know what I mean? Nobody thinks of the future, that's why. All the jobs that lost me, they kept shitty workers and, This restaurant that I used to work at, I was a dishwasher and a waiter, and I only got paid to be a dishwasher, and I was the best waiter there. And I couldn't take tips. I would get people to leave me $10 tips and have to fucking give it to the women. Because they got paid less than me. So when I finally asked for a raise that was in the contract, and you know, everybody else didn't because they were dumb college kids, and I asked on a low, I said, listen man, in your contract says we get $1 raise after a year, and I'm doing 2 jobs in one and I don't get paid for one. Can I get my raise? I know about this and I won't tell anybody else. They're grown-ups. Their parents should have taught them. I'm from the hood. I didn't get taught nothing. So I said, bro, just let me get my raise. I'm the hardest worker here for you. This dude fired me. Because I guess he thought I was going to tell everybody else. They started asking about their shit. Well, when you don't give me what I already deserve twice over, yeah, I'm going to talk about it. And then the others are going to come. And they're going to ask about what they deserve. And then you're going to be fucked. Is that place open anymore? No. A lot of places seem to fall apart once I leave. Not saying I'm special in that way of anything. I just, like I said, you give up the fucking good workers so you can rob the little guy that are dumb. Well, then who's going to work hard? If no one works hard, who's going to want to go to your restaurant? Duh, nobody. They got to deal with bad waiters and waitresses. Doesn't matter how good they look. If she don't make me want to eat my food there and she's nice to me, well, you know, she don't know how to pretend. See, that's what it's about when you're a service person. You have to pretend like you like your job if you don't like it. Now, back to the reality. If I had my way, I would have 2 women and we would be saving our money and we would be moving towards a better future, because we would understand that although you have to share a man, you know, or maybe not. If I got one woman, well, you know, I make the money I make and they got the retirement plan and all of this different stuff and blah, blah, blah. So I could retire and I could be good, I guess, on a broke level that I already am. I don't mind. But I'm not like all the Kev Samuel videos. The women that make money like me or more, they say it openly. I watched it for like years. And before the Kev Samuel thing, that's all men online talk about. Well, you know, the men going through it. And it's, you know what I mean? It's to the point where it's like you don't give up, but you're just like, they don't want us. They want the fantasy. They want what they're never gonna get. So why am I gonna be like them and keep wanting what they don't want me and I want them, but they don't want it, so they want the other guy that don't want them. So I'm not gonna be delusional like you guys. No, now I'm gonna be me, be alone, face whatever I face, and warn yous of it. Because it's coming. No one's above this. So you better lock and load. You better start realizing when you find a good man and he has these little quirky things or something really stupid that you may dislike, that can change if you give it time and effort. But when you leave this guy and he finds a woman that, you know, is better off, well, just remember you left him for those other guys that didn't want to stay with you. They did what they did to you. I don't know what they did to you. Anyway, with the combined money and manpower of these 2 women, not only would I be able to push more towards my GMB TV, and my ideas, I would be able to do my priesting a lot more. It would be more believable, because when a man is literally doing the work in front of men, when the man is literally showing men, like, look, this is how you treat your wife. This is how a wife is supposed to treat their husband. And it's not an act. It's not oh, he makes me do this and it's for the TV. No, it's because they understand this will work. And, you know, what's your plan? What's your plan? That's what I want to know. I want to know what's broke people's plan. Because this is my plan. Die broken alone and keep striving and get these retirement plan bullshits and, you know, do what you do. And live. Or, you know, get lucky, get a better job, get some skill or whatever the case may be. And live that way. It doesn't matter. Either way. The point is, I'm willing to face either or. Most women do not want to face being alone. They say, you guys say this. I watch my mother say it all the time. And she's never alone though. There's always somebody in the house, always somebody. She's always got to be around some man. But I don't need no man. I don't want to bring heat to her or any older women like that. But it's the truth. Having someone there would make it easier in your life. And I'm not just talking about being in love and all these. Listen, man, when you're wearing your Depends, when you're older and you're the three old women. Like, I could show this shit everywhere I go, bro. Everywhere I go, all I see is women alone. And yeah, it's the morning, so they're going to work and stuff, you know what I mean? That's why I see a lot of men going to work alone and all that. But I see it all the time when it's not work. And it's the same thing. Like I said, if I had my way, 2 decent average women, or, you know, above average looking women, because there's some broke women that are amazing looking, just like broke men. But if I got them to get together, we would be able to save money. We'd be able to do things. They would have ideas and dreams and things they want to do. And this is where the actual building process of your life could begin, and not just pretend you're going to make it big one day. No, most people stay average and broke. So instead of living average and broke like everybody else, how about we get together like, you know, like our forefathers used to do, and then we live better. And how about we do something that ain't never been done? Let's take what our forefathers and our old school daddies and used to do, and they used to have the secret family on the side. How about we don't make it a secret, like I keep saying, put it in the open, and use the fact that we all have to work. And now that all of us are together, you know, we're gonna be better, and that's it. Let's do that. No society of broke people has ever done that. Said, you know what? We can't get rich. We can't whatever. So we're gonna powerhouse this shit. We're gonna, all the average chicks say, we're gonna find the smart guy that works hard, or now he doesn't even have to be smart. As long as this nigga works hard all the time, and he will continue to work even if he loses that job, he's gonna get another one. You know what I mean? You gotta bring in this money, or try, or at least have organization skills. When he's not making money, he can keep me making money. He can keep me wanting to go to work. He could push me to go get the other job, because, you know, a lot of women get employment at better jobs faster than men. So, you know, if that man understands this about life, and then he uses those 2 women to advance and show them, like, look, life's on y'all side right now, but if y'all team up together with me, we all win. We're all gonna win. At least financially. I don't know about love. I'm not talking love. I'm talking about not dying broke and diseased and having health issues and shit you can't take care of. Now, I was taught and shown back in the day that the things you do for somebody makes them love you. So when you're planning on retiring with somebody and you're putting in all this work, I think you're gonna kind of start loving them. Cause you know, they're doing something that one, nobody else is doing with you. They're doing what a husband's supposed to do. You know? But it's a new day, it's a new age, so it's harder for us regular guys to be husbands. We gotta have money. Y'all want us to have money. So this is I ain't saying I'm gonna do this. I'm just saying this is what some of you average men that are, you know, above average and making a little money and you got a little car, you got shit going for you. I'm not saying you shouldn't have just one woman. Some of us should just have one woman. We ain't gonna do nothing with it. We ain't gonna be able to emotionally take care of two women. See, when the other two women bring money in, then the finance, you can't use that I financially, no, or y'all holding each other down. Now you need to be able to mentally be able to help two women. And a lot of men do not have the capabilities of dealing with one woman and keeping her happy mentally. So this is why everybody can't do it. All love, all praise to the Most High.